In this video, we're going to look at variables, which is one of my favorite parts of PostMaker. And the idea behind a variable is if you're writing the same content lots of times for lots of different posts, then we can store it in a variable and reuse it. And some good examples are calls to actions, products, power words. All of these can be saved out and reused. And you can even choose where they can be used, whether it's across everywhere in your account, a particular brand, or a particular campaign. So we're looking now at a post that we have already created, and it is talking about the Fidget Widget 1000 from Supreme Widgets. And if we output here, we're already creating a respectable 72 posts about this single product. But if we have a look at it and the phrasing or wording can be applied to all of the products, then what we could do is have a products variable and it will create a version of this for each product. To do that, we can come across to variables, and because we've not created one before, we can either choose add a variable from the middle or add a variable from the top right. I'm going to call mine exclamation mark products. I prefer to put an exclamation mark just so I don't confuse that in the wording of my normal post. Here we can choose the scope. I'm going to choose account here. You can choose how the content is separated within the data input. So new line, comma, a space, multi-line and CSV are special ones, and we will go into that in another video. For now, we will choose new line. And I have a list of 7 here, and if we scroll down we can see them in the data preview. This is more useful when you're using some of the other types, for example comma separated, when it's nice to actually display them in this way. We'll click save. So now the products variable is available for us to use. Come back to brands, campaigns, and find our campaign. So we were generating 72 before, we'll just confirm that, 72. And what we wanted to say is that we don't just want to talk about the Fidget widget, we want to talk about all of our products. So we can simply come down here below the post body, and if we hover over the name of our variable, products, it will show us that there are 7 items. So if I click on this, we will now see the exclamation mark products within the body. I'm just going to click save. If I generate that, that will multiply this for each one. So we're now up to 504 posts. So for every variation that we had before, it's going to create a version for each product. PostMaker also helps you when you're writing them all out manually. So here we've got words for the Christmas winter period. If we want to save that as a variable to reuse somewhere else, we can click on it and we will give it a name. We will just call this December. And that will replace the text within here. So this is now December. And if we come back, so we can access the variables from this view as well. So we can see we have our products and also the December. So if we want to add a new one in here, I'm just going to write the word December time. Click update. Now, when we go to output, we now have the extra December in here. So we're now up to 672 posts. So variables are an incredibly easy way to store and reuse content within PostMaker.